Today Glia and I are here to do a review of Ruffwear's new Switchbak Harness. We're going to start by getting this harness put on for you guys so you can see how it fits. Alright, so we got the Switchbak Harness here in this really nice gray color. I love the little teal highlights. I wish it was a full teal color like the Front Range Day Pack that we're going to talk about later. But this Switchbak Harness has done a really good job for us, and you know, the gray does look okay against her black coat. Still stands out when we're out there, just not quite as bright as some of the other Ruffwear colors that we've chosen. All right, Glia, can you get on up here? Papa? All right, good girl. So this Switchbak Harness just slides up and over her head, just like this. And then we're gonna go ahead and get it clipped. It clips one behind here. And then these front straps, there's one on either side of the dog. So I'm going to snap it here, and I'm going to snap it here. Okay, so that's on. Now when you put this harness on, you want to make sure that the collar area is above their shoulder joint, so when they move, they have good range of motion. And you also want to make sure that you tighten this back strap up enough that your dog can't slip out of it. But you can see how it provides good support for the dog when they are wearing it well fitted. All right, I'm going to let Glia get out of this here now so that I can show you all the different features and discuss the harness a little bit more. But I just wanted to make sure you guys had a good view of how this fits on her to start with. All right, so now that you guys have seen that Ruffwear Switchbak on Glia, let's talk about some of its features. So the Ruffwear Switchbak Harness comes in several sizes, but the sizing chart is very similar to what you have for the Flagline harness or the Webmaster harness. And so Glia is a size small in both of those harnesses, and so we purchased a size small Switchbak harness as well. So the size small Switchbak harness is here in my hands. You can see the underside, how it's nice and padded. So that is one of the differences of this harness, is that it's supposed to be a padded everyday harness that also has some capacity, right, to carry some things with out on the trail. It is nice in that it has this front clip here, so you can do that front clip on the dog. And then it also has the main clip up on the back. It does not have a clip at the back of the harness. It's the top back, so on the dog's back, not at the rear of the harness. And then it also does still have the handle, which is one of my favorite features of the Flagline and the Webmaster, because I do like to hold on to that for some added control and to help lift and assist Glia up and over objects. The handle on this, as you can see, is kind of low profile, but it's still easy to grab. So my hand goes in there easily. I can still fit in there with gloves on. Here's my hand spread out in there. So it's a nice size handle. I don't have any problems with it. It's easy to grab, easy to grip, even though it's a low profile so that you don't see it as much when your dog is running around. It does also have the little attachment for the beacon light like some of the other Ruffwear harnesses. And lots of adjustment, so when you get a size small, if your dog is on the edges of it, you should still be able to adjust this really nicely. Glia, when she's a little heavier, is at the top of a size small sizing chart. When she's thinner, she falls down more into that appropriate range. But just for reference, she's a 40-pound dog with a pretty deep chest. But the really cool feature about this harness are these pockets. So you can see that on either side of the harness is a pocket. I have some dog bags in this one. And then other side opens up the same way. They're pretty small pockets. I think they have a 3-liter capacity in the size small. If that's wrong, I'll write it on the screen so you guys can see it. But that should be the capacity on the size small. And so for reference, what can you fit in these pockets? The dog bags, obviously. Even if they're on a roll, that fits in there really nice and easily. So you can do that there. You also, if you don't have the dog bags in there, you can pretty easily fit a full dog bowl. So that goes in there, and then you can just pop it underneath that top lip, and it zippers up nice and easy, so no problems there. That's a whole dog bowl. It doesn't fit a standard water bottle. I did try that. So here's a standard water bottle. Here's the harness, and it just almost fits, but doesn't. It seems like the Ruffwear has come with a 0.6 liter water bladder, I guess, and that theoretically does fit inside one of these. So you could purchase that from Ruffwear.com and have little water bladders that go inside so you can carry water. And maybe you'd be able to fit the water with the dog bowl. I'm unsure on that, but they're small, but they're useful. So I mostly use it for carrying spare dog bags. You can also fit a leash in it. So if I wanted to put a Ruffwear leash in, I would just grab it, put that right in there. And so Glia always walks on a leash, so we don't normally carry a spare leash with because I have it in my hand. But if your dog was off leash and you wanted to be able to put their leash in here so you had it handy, that's another feature that fits really nicely inside the harness. And so overall, this is a nice harness. Glia and I have been really happy with it. I don't know that it'll fully replace our Flagline. It's a little bit heavier and denser, and that adds a little bit of heat when Glia and I hike in the summer. That being said, it might be a really nice one to layer up and over her fleece sweaters for a little added warmth in the winter. And it's a well-made harness, great harness. It's within line with all of other Ruffwear's other products. So if you like Ruffwear's other harnesses and you're just looking for a little bit of a pocket to carry a few extra items, this Switchbak is a great harness. All right, let's get a little close-up here on it. And we'll show you all the kind of points on Glia. I'll leave the leash in and the dog bags over here, and then I'll add this little dog bowl, and we will go ahead and take a closer look. All right, happy hiking, everyone.